Hey guys, it's Mario here, and I wanted to take a couple of minutes to address a question that I get asked frequently, can you gain strength while cutting? So will you gain any strength while you're reducing your body fat level, while you're aiming to get that six-pack, whatever your goal is? And the answer to that is yes. You can definitely gain strength while you're losing body fat. And that will depend on your training age, on your experience, on how well your training plan is set up. But generally, for most people, you will be able to gain strength, especially in the first portion, first half of the diet. One mistake that I see a lot of people make when it comes to gaining strength and measuring strength when they're in a fat loss phase, that they keep measuring their absolute strength. So here's an example of absolute versus relative strength. So let's say you can, at 80 kilos, let's say you can bench press 100 kilos for 10 reps. And in, let's say, a couple of months from that point, you drop down to 75 kilos and you can still do 100 kilos for 10 reps. You've technically gotten stronger because looking at relatively, you're lifting the same amount of weight, but you're now lighter. And using tools, using calculations such as the Wilks score, you can actually measure this relative strength. This is very commonly used in powerlifting meets because you can calculate your Wilks score and then you can see your relative strength compared and how that relative strength increases throughout the years of training. So that's something that I would definitely say to keep an eye on when you're leaning down, is that you might be getting stronger without even knowing it. And again, I mean, one of the biggest mistakes that I see, the second mistake, is that guys, they change their workout when they're trying to lose body fat. You know, they try to do some high repetition or some crazy amount of metabolic work or some higher intensity stuff without really looking at the data. But the data really shows that what build that muscle will help you retain that muscle, and gaining strength throughout a fat loss period will actually help you retain a lot more muscle mass, even build some muscle mass if you're a beginner, if you're an intermediate athlete. So you should definitely focus on your progression scheme inside of a fat loss phase, and you want to vary those repetition ranges throughout the week. Make sure that to keep adding weight anytime you get stronger, incorporate regular deloads, and keep training as if you were in a caloric surplus, with one distinction, and that is that you want to keep an eye on your recovery levels. Obviously, as you're dieting down, your recovery might be a little bit compromised, so you can't hit it hard with the crazy amounts of volume when you're in a deep fat loss phase, and that's something to keep an eye on. But generally, as I said, quick question, quick answer. You can definitely gain strength while cutting down. It will also depend on your experience. I mean, beginners, intermediate lifters will be able to do this with no problems. Someone who is more advanced, at best, I mean, they could aim for basically maintaining the same relative strength or even increasing some relative strength, but we're not gonna see massive strength gains in general, not just in a fat loss phase. So hope you guys enjoyed. Quick answer for a question here that I get a lot. Aside from that, if you have any questions for me, make sure to put them in the comments below so I read all the comments as usual, reply to all of them. Make sure to hit that subscribe button as well, hit it right in the face to support the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.